Welcome back to Oh Yeah, That's Wow. Today, we have two guests on the show. Guest to my right.
Kim.
Guest to my left.
Alfonso.
Okay, so these two are a married couple. We're going to have a mukbang today, okay?
Yes, sir.
We've used B Love's sauce, the mild one, because we don't do spicy. And today, the lovely couple to my left and my right, well, you know what I mean. They will be partaking in this mukbang and answering questions, okay? So let's get it. First, what does B Love do? Let's get a thumbnail. We gotta work on that, guys. All right, so we have a veggie seafood boil, okay? We got some corn, potatoes, veggie.
Why are you talking over your food, bro?
Could be it, innit? Veggie sausages and meatballs, okay?
Potatoes.
I said potatoes. And
Peppers.
broccoli and peppers, okay? So, we're all hungry, so we're gonna step in, okay? We have an unofficial audience member, so if you hear something, she's right there, okay? So, who wants to go first?
I will. The question, what flavor was your wedding cake? Do you know?
Vanilla.
That's all.
And chocolate.
No.
Strawberry.
Plain and fruit.
What? But you said vanilla. It's vanilla. Same thing.
Whatever.
The plain is the vanilla and the fruit is the chocolate.
Okay, let's go. Move on.
How long have you been married?
23 years of marital bliss.
Okay, relax.
Really? Really?
Next
Really?
one. Come on. You guys can eat as well, you know. You don't have to,
What is your favorite honeymoon experience?
Mom, stop talking.
And we got seasick on the cruise boat.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Pause on that, everybody watching. That was a little...
What would you consider to be a perfect date, darling? A perfect date.
That said, what would I...
I'm
No.
after
You
him.
definitely wrote that wrong. What would I consider to be the perfect date? So, come on.
Okay.
You don't have to-
No. He's answering it.
Well, that's what I say.
You said, what would you?
No, I didn't.
Are you too serious? Really?
It's not serious about life.
So who's got the perfect date? You asked the question?
What would be her ideal perfect date?
Perfect date? We get a boat, we go out, we go to a private island with a picnic basket, and it's just her and I. She shares the seawater splashing against the shore, and it's just her and I just relaxing, having a good time.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's next? Your turn.
Looks spicy.
What is your worst honeymoon experience?
I would say when we were to the captain's gala, and I kept swaying, looking outside the window of the ship, and they had to turn me the opposite way. Because I got seasick at dinner.
That was my favorite part.
Okay.
Oh, really? Okay. What superpower do you wish you had? A superpower. Veg. Who's getting meatball?
How's your sauce, by the way?
It's actually good.
It tastes delicious.
So, B Love, your sauce is pretty good. Keep them coming.
Superpower. I love to be able to fly.
Yeah?
It means I can go anywhere at any
You
time.
fly.
Yeah, I like to be able to fly. I can go at any time. When I want to travel, I don't have to take an airplane. I don't have to take a boat. I can just go where I need to go. And quite frankly, I don't even have to go on a schedule. I can just go anytime I like.
Describe an outfit or clothing item you hated and was forced to wear as a kid.
Okay, you doing thing. We gotta balance the eating and the answering question because you should ask the question. He's getting in.
Just a little happy about this, but I'll answer the question. I don't have one. I was never forced to wear a costume or anything like that I didn't have. So,
No school uniform you hated?
no, nothing like that. I didn't have a situation like that.
Who didn't hate
He
that
went private school. He's bougie.
My mom bought me good clothes. I'm more than the same.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, that's just a prop for your mother.
What percentage of a rock around the house will I say I do?
Say that one more time. Cameron.
What percentage of work around the house will I say I do? Will I say I do? Will I say I
Well,
do?
say it. Let's go.
That's a question for you. I
That's
just
your
want to be for you.
What would he say? What would he?
I don't know. What would you say?
That's a
That's a
question for you.
question I
to answer.
can't answer.
You can?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I can't answer it for you.
0 to 100.
Next one, next one.
Zilch.
2%?
Yeah, 2%.
Why are we? Why
Peanut
you have a
gallery. Peanut
on it?
gallery. Like your last time.
Currently, we can't even take them to the movie theater.
I'm telling you. Out of control.
Your question came or something? Maybe it's mine.
It's yours.
Mine.
Just you're gonna have to answer more because don't worry.
What sport or game do you think I can beat you at? What game I used to whoop you at?
Anything to do with deception.
Wow! Foolery. That's what that was.
So no game. What you think? What?
Tacking. I used to whoop his butt and tacking.
Tacking?
Yes, and you know it's the truth.
That is true. That's
Right.
true. But again, that requires deception. Anyway,
Whatever.
what was one of my favorite things to do when I was younger?
Favorite thing? Maybe going sailing? Is that one of your faves? No, soccer.
looking at me.
Football.
I don't know.
Football. Soccer.
okay.
Soccer.
That makes sense.
Soccer. Soccer.
What position he played?
I don't know.
Oh, the bench.
Imagine that.
Wow.
What football did I play football? What foot did I play football with? Left or right?
Both.
That is true.
Ooh, I tried to trick you on that.
Yeah, that's true.
Both. Who's funner? Who's funner? Who's the funniest? Funny?
Oh, you are.
That
you
is-
are. You are.
I'm not gonna play you.
That's a trick question.
It's who's funnier.
Oh.
Let Diddy go. So it just goes back and forth.
If I was lost while driving, what would I do? A, pretend not to be lost. B, stop and ask for directions. C, stop and buy a map. D, find a way to blame you.
You don't listen. You don't think you know it all. You think you know it all.
Was that the question?
And you want to ask for any directions. You just think you're right and keep going. Further and further away.
That wasn't a thing.
If
but
I was lost while driving, what would I do?
Keep driving and don't pay attention to my suggestions.
Ooh. Has this happened before?
Oh, yes.
Clearly, we find
Oh, yes,
ourselves at
clearly.
an impasse because,
Clearly.
and I'll just make it brief or whatever. She was the map reader.
Oh, you.
She gave the wrong directions, and we ended up in some dark black
Liar.
spot out in a no man's place.
No. You thought you knew it all. And then you said, no, it's this way. And I said, if we're going further away from the light,
That is
that
true.
means you're
That
going
is true.
further away.
That is
So
true.
don't talk about
That's
the
true.
map, bro.
But that's just one incident.
No. Cut it out. Knock it off. No, you don't listen at
Clearly,
all.
there's some marital strife here.
You don't listen at all. Carry on.
I only have one left.
Me too. You caught up. Who's more adventurous?
Me.
And how you make that?
Me. I'll try anything you want.
Foolery.
I'm sorry. When are we jumping out of this plane?
Oh, no. You just write everything over to me and you do what you want.
That's the end of that question.
Yeah.
Okay. If you were stranded on a desert island, what three things would you want to have?
Water, My husband. It's all about the love, Barge. That's all we need.
All right, relax. You relax. That's
Don't be hating.
okay. So now you guys could eat a little more. I'm just gonna ask you some questions. Okay.
That anyone could answer.
Yeah. As a couple, you guys can answer this. Okay. Speak up a little louder. Okay. Just for. We don't have the right equipment yet, but we'll be there, guys. So subscribe so we can get better equipment. Okay. First question. What's the best part about being married to each other?
Lots of laughter. Lots of laughter.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. Which child would you call in an emergency? Who would pick up? Who do you think will pick up?
Silly, because you don't answer your phone.
Disrespectful.
That is true. That is true.
I call you guys and you don't
What?
look at. You don't answer my calls.
I'm sorry.
Father, you need to knock it over.
I'm sorry.
Especially you. You would answer before me. I mean, before you. He would answer before me.
Because if I'm at work, I can't carry my phone.
The question was, which child would you call in an emergency? I don't know how we got all over the place of it, but anyway.
Oh, you didn't get it
I wouldn't
moderated.
even call
Oh,
it.
no.
Stick to the script.
Next one. What is your favorite memory of all three kids together?
When we went camping. Two things. When we went camping and we went to Disney.
Boom. What's yours?
Camping would be one, also. Because you guys just enjoy camping.
Yeah, we used to camping all the time, yeah.
And just our vacations. Enjoy the vacations with you guys.
All right. Who initiated the first kiss? Speak up, Mom.
You know you did. You did. For your pushy self.
Well,
No, don't say that's not in this climate.
yeah,
Don't say that. Not in this climate.
Me too movement.
Oh,
Around Me Too movement.
No. Calm down. We're leaving that on the side.
Let's try one.
I don't know if I agree with him. I don't know if I agree with him on that one, Dre.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
It was you.
Right? You know, it looks more proper when you're on camera saying that. But, you know, I can't answer that. I can't
Yeah,
necessarily
it's
agree.
more proper. We come up with more proper.
It's more proper. More proper, yeah.
All right. What was the first thing you noticed or thing? Audience member, please. I can't edit you out all the time. What was the first thing you noticed or the first thing you were attracted to? Him and her.
Let me see. It was a dark place. It was Mama's smile. It was a smile.
Cheesy.
Yeah, well, it was.
Let me see that smile with the corner of your teeth.
So what was the first thing, love?
His dimples. His dimples.
Okay. We're not going to go any further into that.
And his personality. He's got a nice personality.
Okay. When did you know he was the one?
When he was the one.
Seems like she still doesn't know, Drake.
Wow. After spending a lot of time and his values and things like that, I said, he could be a candidate. He could be a candidate.
Were you a hot
and
girl?
And common sense.
Were
Somebody with a brain and common sense. You don't nobody have no brains or common sense.
Hey, she was a hot girl back in the day?
What you mean by hot girl first? Let's be clear about that.
They don't know. We can keep moving. You say yours?
I did not.
What was yours?
When did I know? When I realized that I could trust him.
Okay. Very nice answer. Next one. What are 3 traits that you love about her And what's 3 traits you love about him?
Carry on now. Do tell.
His personality, his wit,
Stay
his
too loud.
honesty, personality, wit, honesty.
Those are your 3.
Okay.
What's yours?
3 personality traits, you said? Or just
3 traits.
3 traits. She was beautiful, she's funny, and she's smart.
Okay. Staying with you. What's 1 annoying trait? Boom. Good.
1 annoying trait.
Yeah. Do tell.
Oh, you don't have no problem with that.
Do tell.
And it doesn't have to be, you know.
No, I get it.
Keep the bad ones to yourself.
Oh, very often we have to look for our keys.
Okay.
What do you say?
I think I said it. I don't know if I'm, what am I? I think I
He's
said
saying that you misplace things often.
Are you serious?
Did I stop?
The man has spoken. What's 1 annoying trait that he has?
Snoring. I can smother him. Annoying. Snoring. Okay? You can hear him all the way to Dockyard to St. George's and back.
Okay, now we're getting a little deeper. Don't try to peek in the questions. Can marriage work without compromise?
Absolutely not.
No?
Absolutely not.
How come?
Because we have different opinions about things, and we have to reach a moment of agreement. And that may mean giving up some of the things that we want ultimately, so that we both can benefit instead of just one.
No, this one.
Andre, you watch.
Okay, what's yours?
What was it? What was the question?
Can...
No, about compromise?
Yeah.
You gotta give, you gotta take. You gotta know what battles to just let go and just agree. And that's how it works.
Okay. Should your partner's needs come before yours? Or better question, should you put your partner's needs before yours?
And in some cases, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. What do you think, honey?
I think you make that decision when you come up against it. You have to decide what's priority at the time.
Case by case.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. How's the food?
It's wonderful.
How's your mouth?
It's burning me.
Okay.
It's quite comfortable for me though.
Yeah. Since I don't have an assistant, she can't have any water, so her mouth will be burning for the rest of the interview.
Wow.
I'm going for you. Do you think individual therapy can harm a relationship?
That depends on the therapy.
Okay.
So if it's therapy that's going to go there and help her to realize that her individualism is more important than the relationship itself, then that's harmful. If it helps her to understand herself more so that she can be a better addition to our family, then that's better. Yes.
Wow.
Anything?
No, I agree with you.
Okay. Hardest part of marriage. You can go first.
I don't think there is a really a hard part.
Hardest part of marriage? I guess sometimes it is thinking your best or whatever. How can you make your marriage better? That requires work. It takes discipline. It takes effort to consistently think about that. So I would say that's the hardest part. The execution is easy after you make the decisions. Okay. But it's a thinking aspect of what's best for my marriage and how do we go forward. That part I think is the most difficult.
Okay, next question. What are 3 things that will help maintain a healthy and happy relationship?
I don't know.
Would you like to go first?
No, your daddy could answer that.
Consideration, a desire to please your partner, and selflessness.
Those are the main key ones.
See, we're piggybacking off
Oh,
answers.
yeah. Yep.
Okay.
It's not really
This one's for you. Is being a little jealous okay?
Jealous? Why would you be jealous?
Just a little bit.
It's pointless.
How come?
What are you gonna gain from being jealous in a what am I jealous of him or jealous of friends or what?
It could be anything. You could be jealous of his friends, or you know what I mean. He might be liking pics on Instagram. You guys use Instagram?
No.
Facebook.
No.
You know the older people like Facebook, so he could be liking a few. No,
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know what it was. I don't go up behind and spying on him.
so you don't.
That's him. That's what he wants to do. That's his business.
Okay. How about you? Is being a little jealous okay?
Yes.
How so?
And I say that not in the sense that you want to be that way for the long term, but I think jealousy sometimes points out points out to you some insecurities that you have.
Okay.
And it may help to, it may be the impetus for a discussion to take place about what's really going on. And maybe you may be able to get to, maybe the person is doing something that makes you feel insecure or not, but you won't know that until you have the discussion. Unless you, something sort of, what's the word I'm looking for, sort of tweaks you to the point where you realize that something's not quite right, and it may be jealousy, then maybe you want to have the conversation.
Okay.
So I think jealousy sometimes, although some will say it's not healthy, it can also be a vehicle towards a better relationship.
And maybe you might find that in the beginning of a marriage, maybe, but after years and getting to know the person and how they are, that could be one of them.
Oh yeah.
Early part of the like marriages, relationships, whatever. You have those little things. You have to little tedious tweaks, pettiness.
Yep.
That's wild. But a little spicy.
Really?
Would you like the water, son? Would you like the water?
Nah. I'm a man.
Okay, but that's what it sounded like just now. That was
I mean, I'm exaggerating, but look at him now. Yeah, whatever. Whatever, dude.
I don't do spicy, guys.
Daddy and I were sure that you can have that one.
As you saw in the hot wing challenge, I don't do spiciness.
Yeah, not a bottom bag.
Any advice for newlyweds?
Yes. But I'll let you do it first, son.
Transparency. I don't know. Just be upfront and honest. Deal with things head on, direct. As soon as they come up, don't let things linger, because it starts faster than then. After you look around and say, well, was it really a big deal, or was I making a big deal of it because of how I felt at the time?
So you're saying, tell her or ask her, how come she doesn't look as good as she did on her wedding? Okay, I tried to do something. That was.
What do you mean, on her wedding day?
Nope. I tried to make a joke. It didn't work. Your turn. Try to make a joke.
Wow.
I would say, listen to understand. So
Expound on that, brother.
So listening to understand means that you are seeking to find out exactly what it is that your partner thinks and what they feel, so that you can get a better overall picture of who they are and where they're coming from. So you know how best to respond to a situation, because you actually understand not only what they're feeling, but actually where it's coming from.
Okay. Very good answer. Okay, guys, this is the last question. You guys have done very well for your first video together, okay? It looks like he knows, you know, a little more about you than him, but hey.
Really?
Yeah, it's true.
Just saying.
Just saying. Maybe because I listen to understand.
Hello.
Yeah,
Talk to me.
It's possible. It's possible that that's
And
true.
to the
This
audience,
is like ganging up. I see what
to the
you're talking
audience,
about.
I'm just saying.
contrary to popular belief, men do listen. Okay? Now, last question. I want you to go first. Okay? Any advice for couples, right, considering divorce?
I'll let Daddy answer that.
I'll go first.
Any advice? I think that before divorce, you have to try all avenues. Before any divorce, you need to try all avenues, and maybe counseling. I just say that's number one, counseling. Or whatever. Separate counseling, then together counseling. That's what I say.
Any advice for couples considering divorce? I would say, first of all, to let go of your own selfishness. Because most situations, unless you're talking about the absolute extremes, most situations actually exist and continue because one person is unwilling to relinquish their position to the extent that they don't care what else happens. And it might not even be that deep. So that's why I would say, if anything or whatever, is to relinquish your selfishness and look at the situation as much as you can objectively. Recognizing that you're married to somebody who's not you.
Okay.
That's it.
Just like that.
That's it.
Boom. Okay, guys. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Oh Yeah, That's Wow. Just want to thank my guests. You guys did very well. And yeah, have a good one. Also, shout out to the sponsors, Buy Me Life, for this lovely t-shirt and this lovely hat.